Hey, so this is the director's cut of the I tried to collect every SML character series. So it's just both parts combined, and I tossed in a bunch of like extra stuff and like fixed a bunch of things in the video. Also, on the bottom right of this entire video, there's gonna be like a counter, and that's just how much money I spent overall in the entire collection in both parts. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and enjoy. Have you ever gone on eBay and realized how crazy expensive the SML plushies are? Like the Mario SML used, you can find on eBay for like $500. And then the junior plush, what is he, like $200? And then characters like Chompy, you just can't even find, because they just look like this! So today, I'm gonna buy every single SML plush. Or at least the ones I want. Well, before we start, let's go over the rules. So the first rule is that I'm giving myself a budget of $500, because I'm a broke college student and I don't have that much money. And I don't want to waste it on SML plushies. So yeah. So the second rule is that it has to be as close as possible to the plush that Logan uses in his videos. Cause if it was just similar enough, then it wouldn't even be a challenge. It would just be a video where you watch me waste all my money. So now that we have that out of the way, you can watch me waste all my money. Well, let's start with what I have. I have this junior plush from my childhood, but here's the thing. This is actually the 2011 version of the plush, and the one using SML is from 2009. I could probably count this as junior since it's the same plush, just a different year, but to make the video more interesting, I'll be trying to get more accurate junior. Same goes for Joseph. While it looks like the same plush as the one in SML, Joseph's actually supposed to be way smoother, and he has flat feet, not these fat round feet. I also have this Toad plush, which is the Toad used in SML, but Toad's dead. I also have this Taco Bell dog. What? I didn't even know he was an SML character until I was making this video. He isn't even the right plush. Who cares about this guy? Alright, so now that we know where we're starting, let's see who we actually want to get, because by every SML character, I mean like only the important ones, because I'm not going to go out of my way to get characters like Abraham Lincoln from the Past Machine. So the characters I want to collect are Junior, Joseph, Cody, Shapipi, Shrek, Goodman, Rosalina, Jeffy, Mario, Black Yoshi, Brooklyn Guy, and Bowser. Alright, so this is the chart we're going to be using throughout the video. We're going to use this to see how much money we spent and how much money we have left. Also just to see what characters we have and which ones we still need to get. So the first thing I decided to do to start this video is go to the thrift store. And while I was at the thrift store, I found this. It's Mr. Pig. Yeah, he wasn't really a part of the list, but he's an SML character. I don't know. I mean, I got him anyways. Yeah, so the thrift store didn't really work, so I think we're just going to try a new approach and try Facebook Marketplace. So I searched through Facebook Marketplace for a bit, and the only thing I really found was this listing with a Brooklyn Guy, but the seller was selling the whole puppet theater with the puppets for $80. So I tried messaging them asking if I can buy only one of the puppets, and they left me on scene. Yeah, so this isn't going so well. Is what I thought until I found this listing of this plush lot. Is that who I think it is? Brooklyn Guy? And not only that, but Woody and Tony? They weren't even on my list, but what the hell, I'll take them if I can. There was also other characters in the lot like Chef PB, Cody, and Black Yoshi, but none of these were the right plush or they just didn't look accurate. Yeah, I messed up. So I messaged the seller and he told me that Brooklyn Guy had already been sold, but he could sell me Woody and Tony for 20 bucks. So we met up and it turns out I didn't look at the picture close enough. This Woody is terrible. Not only is he not the right plush or toy or whatever, his nose is like burnt or something, he's balding, and his hand is like chopped off. How did this even happen? What? We also have Tony over here, who also isn't the right plush. The SML one has like hockey gear or something. I don't know, but I think I'm just gonna try to sell these two in a lot with Mr. Pig and try to get my money back. Well, we'll add that to the account. I really gotta lock in. This is a terrible start. We're gonna stay off Facebook Marketplace for a while. Let's move on to eBay. I found this listing for a junior plush for $170. This was the cheapest one I could find, so I bought it. Yeah, so here he is. He looks brand new. He's clean. He looks just like how he did in the first junior video about his dreams mac and cheese. Like, he's squeaky clean. He's really soft. It's good quality. It's definitely real. The eyebrows are sewn a little too low, but it's whatever. He still looks pretty good. And you might be thinking, $170? Isn't that already too much of the budget being spent? Yeah. But I put my original junior plush up for sale on eBay, and I actually got a message. It was from this kid who wanted to buy it off of me to use in his plush videos, and it really brought me back to when I used to make plush videos. Little me was so happy to get this plush after using a crappy bootleg junior for so long. So thinking of that, I sold it to the kid for $111, less than I originally had it marked out at $150. While we're on the topic of when I used to make plush videos when I was little, I'm actually planning on making a video where I remake one of my old videos and try to make it as accurate as possible to a real SML video. So if that sounds interesting to you, why don't you subscribe? I mean, only 12% of you guys are even actually subscribed. Like, come on, guys. Let's see how many subscribers we can get from just this video alone. Please. Also, while on eBay, I came across this listing. It's a big Mario plushie. Is that Joseph? And so I bought it for $170. But look, listen. My idea is to get Joseph from this lot and then sell the rest of the plushies in the lot. That way I can add the profit to my total. Joseph. It's Joseph. Hey, dude. He's a doll, dude. He's a doll, dude. He's a doll. Besides Joseph, another character that came in this lot was Toad. In the beginning of the video, I already said I had a Toad plush, but in comparison, this Toad is so much better. It looks way more accurate. I didn't even realize I need a new Toad, so I'm keeping this one and selling the other one. I also listed the rest of the lot on eBay, and guess what sold? Woody, Tony, and Mr. Pig. So at least I got that money back. Except that money immediately went away because my girlfriend really likes Rosalina, and so I bought her for 15 bucks. I mean, she's cool, I guess. Also, Fox sold. Well, at least that's a character without having to spend over $150. After this, things got kinda slow. I spent a few days looking on eBay, Mercari, and even Facebook to see if I could find anything for a reasonable price. That's when I saw this Cody pop up on Mercari. Yeah, sure, it isn't the greatest price, but I couldn't pass up on it after not seeing him listed since I started this video. And with that, we have the Skeeter Boys. I went back to checking on Facebook Marketplace, but this time instead of just checking my local area, I decided to move the little location thingy around to see if I could find more things in other places. And that's when I found this. No way. Goodman? For $20? I couldn't believe my eyes. I DM'd the seller asking if they could ship it out to me, and they said yes. I couldn't believe it. I got Goodman for $20. She asked me for $10 for the shipping, but that was fine by me. $30 for Goodman is still amazing. On eBay, he easily goes for over $150, so this was a miracle. So yeah, I got Goodman, and yeah, obviously he's in the chef outfit, so I just went to the thrift store and bought him baby clothes, and it fit him perfectly. Oh yeah, and Luigi sold. Oh yeah, and speaking of the thrift store, I thought maybe I had more luck this time. Is that Booger? And is that... You can't be serious. Is that the damn Taco Bell dog? Out of all the characters I could find, to find him? You already know I left that thing there, stupid dog. Yeah, so I gave up on the whole thrift store thing because it's just a waste of time and I'm probably not going to find anything that's on my list. I went back to online shopping and this time I tried a different website, Depop. I've used Depop a couple times to buy some clothes, but apparently some people list stuffed animals here, and guess who I found? Shrek. Well, here's Shrek. Look at him, he's huge. I mean, look at him compared to Joseph. He's pretty big. Goodbye, Dr. Mario. Goodbye, Lemmy, Larry, Iggy, Roy, Morty, and Wendy. I sold this Donkey Kong to a lady on Facebook Marketplace, and she told me that her 3-year-old grandson loves Mario stuffed animals, so shout out to that 3-year-old. Also, someone DM'd me on Facebook asking about this lot. They asked me if I could bring all the plushies I was selling, so I did, and they bought all of them. Yeah, so it was a family of 3, and the kids seemed super excited looking through the box of plushies. And when the parents asked me how much for the whole box, I honestly didn't know the value of what I had left, so I said $150. But they said it was too much, so I just ended up giving it to them for $80. After they left with the box, I went back in my car and added up the total of all the things I had in that box. And it added up to $201. Now, usually I'd be pissed knowing I could have made double of what I sold it for, but then I realized something. The way that kid was looking through that box reminded me so much of how I was when I was his age. Like I said earlier, if I was in his position, I would have acted the exact same way. And I would have been ecstatic to have that many Mario plushies to play with. So whoever you are, random kid from Facebook Marketplace, hope you enjoy those plushies. And so we're left with $354. Or should I say $339, because I got Chef Pee-Pee. Alright, so here's Chef Pee-Pee. I think he looks alright, at least compared to the other listings. I'm honestly surprised we still have this much, but that wouldn't last long, because I found him. Mario. I found him on Japanese Mercari, and he was only $253. $253 wasn't bad at all. He usually goes for $300 to $500 on eBay all the time. This is a great price for the guy, so I had to buy him. And after weeks of waiting for him to come in from Japan, he finally arrived. Here he is, the Holy Grail. He isn't in perfect condition, but hey, he's good enough. He actually looks pretty similar to the actual SML Mario, so yay. And so here we are, only $89 left. I knew I wouldn't be able to get Jeffy or Bowser due to the fact that they'd go for way over my budget at the moment. And so my plan was to just look for Black Yoshi and Broken Guy. But right when I thought I used up all my luck, this happened. I went in the account of the Japanese seller who sold me the Mario plush, and he's also selling Bowser for only $98. What? Forget the budget, I bought him anyways. I only went like $10 over, but I don't really care. I can't believe I got him. After another few weeks of waiting for him to ship from Japan, I got him. Well, here's Bowser. He's pretty beefy. This is a nice Bowser plush. I was not expecting him to be this good quality. The only thing about this Bowser plush compared to the new ones is he's pretty fat, which is pretty in character for SML Bowser. Well, I started with $500, made $336, and in total spent $846 and got 9 out of the 12 characters, which is honestly far better results than I was expecting. This was genuinely something I've been wanting to do for the longest time, so finally being able to own all these characters is so awesome. It was fun, but also very stressful, but hey, in the end I'm happy with it. But I wasn't happy enough, so I decided to buy even more SML characters. But this time, the problem wasn't so much the price, but how hard it was to find these guys. Have you ever gone on eBay and realized how insanely difficult it is to find some of the SML plushies? Earlier in this video was when I first tried to collect every SML character, and I didn't get a few of them either due to the fact that I just didn't have the budget, or I just couldn't find them anywhere at all, no matter how hard I tried looking for them. Like, yeah, I could go ahead on Amazon and just look up Brooklyn Guy and I could buy one, but then he looked like this. So, since posting that first video, I spent these last few months trying to track down these characters. And finally, after you guys begging for this video, I got the rest of the characters. Hey guys, so in this video, it's gonna be kind of different than the first part. In the first video, I had a list of characters that I wanted to collect. In this one, we're not gonna have a list. I'm just gonna collect characters as we go, and then we're gonna have segments for each character that I collect. Another thing that I'm changing from the first video is that I'm not gonna do the budget anymore, because by the end of the last video, I didn't even care about the budget, so whatever, we're just not have a budget. I'm just instead gonna try to get every character for as cheap as possible. And I think that's it. Okay, bye. And so with that, let's start this video. And where better place to start than with one of the characters we left off without in the last video. Yeah, so I remember when I was making my first video, I actually came across this listing for a black Yoshi, and it said they only had 2 left. And when I checked the reviews, they've actually sold like multiple black Yoshis. Where do they even get this many from? This is also the same seller I bought my junior plush from, and they also have multiple reviews about the junior plush they've sold. Weird. Anyways, I bought the black Yoshi and it only cost me $28. Though now the same seller is still selling them, but charging $60. It's like 100% a real official black Yoshi plush. Again, I'm just so confused on how they even have this many. And here he is. Now, you might be thinking he looks kinda, naked. And you'd be right, because SML Black Yoshi is usually seen wearing red shoes and a chain. Which sucks, because now I have to buy that stuff too. The only way to get these shoes that Black Yoshi wears is to buy a puppet that has these shoes. And after looking on every site, the cheapest puppet I could find with the right shoes was $25. And as for the chain, I just had this gold SpongeBob chain laying around, and I just took the actual chain part of it and put it on him. And so he's done, so now we can finally add him to our list. And he only cost me $53. Oh, you know, I thought he'd be cheaper. It's not the worst start ever, compared to how I started last time. So, that's the first character down. Now I can sit back, relax, and watch some TV.
Alrighty kids, it's time for Doofy the Dragon!
Alright, this guy wasn't hard to find at all. He's like always for sale. Only thing is I waited around until a listing that was cheap and looked decent popped up. Eventually I found one and I ended up buying him off of eBay for only $13. Not bad. Alright, so far I've spent $66 and I only have 2 characters. At this rate I'm gonna have to go to the bank and get a loan. Loan. Like loan Dolphin. The lone Dolphin. I think he's cool, he's a funny character, so I decided to try to get him as well. Only thing is I didn't realize how difficult he can be to find. The puppet for him is actually from a company called Folk Manis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And they produce a lot of different animal puppets. A lot of their puppets are actually used in SML. I thought maybe since he's just a random dolphin puppet, he shouldn't be too hard to find. The thing is, Folk Manis actually doesn't seem to make this exact puppet anymore. And on top of that, when you search Folk Manis dolphin puppet, there's actually another type of dolphin puppet that they made. So that just makes it even more difficult to find the right one. I was constantly checking multiple websites daily for dolphin puppets, just hoping someone would list one. This listing popped up on Mercari of someone trying to sell off their SML collection, and they also listed a lone dolphin. The listing is gone now, and I forgot to screenshot it, but it was way too expensive. I think it was around like $300, and somehow it actually sold. Anyways, I was on my phone one day casually checking eBay to see if there was anything new, when I noticed I had a notification that a new item was listed under dolphin puppet. So I opened it, what? It's him! For only $12! I wasted no time and immediately bought him. And here he is. Oh, damn, he's naked. Ugh, now I have to buy more puppet clothes. I honestly assumed this jacket would be hard to find being a Harley Davidson, but like, it wasn't at all. There's actually a ton of them on eBay. I bought it for $22, but as I'm editing this video, there's actually a few listings that are even cheaper. And here's the completed load Dolphin. I'm so glad I was able to get this guy for only $34. He's actually pretty hard to find and expensive, so getting him for such a low price is amazing. Shortly after I bought him, a listing went up for another lone Dolphin, and it sold for $220, so yeah, I saved some money. Anyways, after seeing this lone Dolphin listing, I decided to check on the seller's account, since a lot of the time when people are selling SML characters, they tend to have more SML characters for sale. So when I opened his account, I couldn't believe my eyes. This guy had so many SML characters. He had so many characters I haven't even seen be sold before. I was in complete shock. Even Jackie Chu, who's infamously hard to find. I had to know how this guy got all these characters. Was it a private collection? Did he make SML parodies? Is Logan finally selling out? I had to know. So I messaged the guy asking about it. And he told me it was his personal collection that he collected over the past 2 years. And he's only selling it now to pay off school stuff. And hey, I respect that. Good for him on being responsible. I wouldn't know anything about that. I really wanted to know if he had any tips to collecting a character as rare as Jackie Chu, so I asked him, and he said this.
Trying to find a Jackie Chu is something else, man, I'm telling you. It could probably be a video on its own. I wasn't able to find one for almost a year. I randomly stumbled upon him on a marketplace and he was around $100. The problem was it was 300 miles away and the guy said no shipping. Local pickup only. So I had to dedicate a day of my life to driving out of state and back home, praying something didn't come up halfway there. It was insane. I had all but given up on finding one when he appeared.
We had a short conversation afterwards about how insane SML collecting can be, and hey, also turns out he's seen my videos, so shout out to you, Lucas. Talking to you was awesome. I wish I could buy Jackie Chu off of him, but sorry guys, I just can't spend that much on a puppet. So, no Jackie Chu for this video. I wish I had a Jackie Chu puppet. I guess I'm just gonna have to lay here, heartbroken. Or should I say, heartbro Ken! I felt bad for my Cody plush since he was getting no action, so I decided I would also get a Ken doll. And guess what? Ken is also so expensive! He's from Toy Story 3 and he comes in a pack of 2 with Barbie. And the set typically goes for around $300. But luckily for me, my newfound good friend Lucas was selling a Ken. So I bought off him for $100. And like, yeah, I know, $100 is insane for a Ken doll, but like, but look, compared to how much it usually goes for, this isn't bad. And check it out, it even comes with sleeveless tux. What do you think, Cody? Was it worth it? Okay. So that's 4 characters so far and exactly $200 spent. Wow, that's just absolutely criminal. But you know who you call when there's a criminal?
Chili's baby back ribs, barbecue sauce.
No, not that one. I need a real Brooklyn guy. I cannot express to you guys how long I spent trying to find this damn puppet. I tried everything. eBay, Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, nothing. I couldn't find him anywhere. I haven't tried Facebook again. Since in my first video I tried asking this seller if I could buy only the Brooklyn Guy puppet, and they ignored me. So this time, I asked if I could just buy the whole lot. At least I could get Brooklyn Guy's cop outfit out of it too. And guess what? They ignored me. Again. I literally got so desperate I went on Twitter and asked you guys if anyone could sell me a Brooklyn Guy. But all you guys did was rub your SML characters in my face. This guy literally had 6 of them. Literally, nothing worked. I couldn't get a Brooklyn Guy. Until one day, I checked eBay, as I usually do, and finally, an accurate Brooklyn Guy. And he was only $46. And like, okay, fine, whatever, a little much, but who cares? I'm so over looking for this guy. And then I realized he's in Canada. So I had to pay $30 shipping, making him almost $80 total. I bought him anyways. I was not waiting for another Brooklyn Guy to pop up. So finally, here he is. Fuck, he's naked too. Whatever. I bought a puppet that came in a black shirt and... Oh wait, hey, this is Simmons. I got Simmons for $30. Definitely probably could have found him for cheaper, but it's whatever. He looks pretty accurate to SML Simmons, so it was worth it. So I gave the shirt to Brooklyn Guy and I actually can't make this up.
No, he's naked!
I got a cop puppet for $20. So I gave Simmons the cop outfit and... Oh wait, this isn't even a character. Alright, hold on, pause. Originally I said this wasn't a character, but yeah, it is. Okay, it's Officer Top. But I mean, let's be real. Who really cares about Officer Top? And here's the guys. They look great together. I'm glad we could get the police squad together.
Huh. I feel like someone's missing.
Oh. Well, here's the chief. I wasn't even actively looking for him. I just happened to come across him. I asked my girlfriend if I should get him for $20, and she said that I should offer $15, and if that gets accepted, then I should buy it. But if not, then I shouldn't. So I sent the offer, and yeah, they accepted it. So here's the full police squad. This is so cool having all of them together. They should get like one of those police dogs. Speaking of dogs. Yeah, so I decided to get Chompy. I know he's not really much of an important character, but I actually kind of miss when he was in videos. Also, Chomp is one of my girlfriend's favorite Mario characters, so she wanted me to get him too. And so I found a listing, and he was only about $40, so I bought him, and... Bro. Yeah, I messed up. Apparently this plush was made in multiple different colors and sizes, and I accidentally bought a large one. So, yeah, whatever, I'm not getting Chompy. I'm just gonna give this one to my girlfriend and call it a day. $40 wasted on an oversized bullet bill. Oh, I mean Chain Chomp. Wait, bullet bill. I was at the American Dream Mall with my girlfriend, and we were inside of Miniso. For those who don't know what Miniso is, it's a store where they sell a bunch of these like cute little things and stuff. I don't know, my girlfriend likes it. And while we were there, I found this. I wasn't expecting to find him here, nor was I looking for him here, but I happened to find this Mario section here in Miniso. I didn't even know they had a Mario section, but I mean, how convenient. Only costing $15. The only thing is I wish I had somebody in the collection who could defend the others from the bullying he's gonna ensue. If only there was a character I could get who could actually fight him. Jeffy. So technically I already had this custom Jeffy in my collection, but this doesn't really count since I said in my previous video that I want these characters to be as accurate as possible, which means the only way to get a real Jeffy puppet was SMLmerch.com, of course. I'm kidding, the only real way to get a Jeffy puppet is straight from the original creator, Evelinka. Logan got his original Jeffy puppet made by Evelinka, and since Jeffy blew up, they started selling Jeffy puppets on their website. And I'm absolutely not paying $500 for a Jeffy puppet. I understand the price, it's a very high quality puppet, and it takes a lot of time to make since they're handmade and stuff. But I cannot afford that. So the next best thing I could do was try to find someone selling one for cheap. And that's when I came across this listing on Facebook Marketplace. That's definitely an Evelinka puppet. So I messaged the guy and we ended up on $215, which is not too bad. So once he arrived, I took off the custom clothes from my Jeffy puppet and put it on the Evelinka puppet. I made a few adjustments to the face and here he is. My best attempt at an accurate Jeffy puppet. I wish there was a better story for this one since it's the last puppet of the video, but oh well. Yeah, so that's it. Actually, no it's not. Because there's actually one more character I want to hunt for. And he's actually a hunter himself. Shrimpo Hunter. Yeah, so apparently there's like a million different type of Woody dolls, but it's widely accepted that the one used in SML is the Thinkway Toy Story 3 Playtime Woody. And look, this guy isn't really that hard to find, but he can go for a lot of money for some reason. So I just waited around until I could get him for cheap, and eventually this listing came up for a Woody and Buzz for only $30. This seemed like a decent enough deal to me, so I bought it. Yep, so here's Woody and Buzz. I don't really need Buzz, so to infinity and beyond, I guess. Something I didn't realize about the Woody doll is that he's kind of like broken in a few spots, but hey, it's not as bad as the last one. I'm fine with this, whatever, it's not a big deal. So yeah, it's a Shrimpo Hunter. And so here it is, my full SML collection as of now. I have 20 characters, and in total, in both parts, I spent $1,174. Honestly, I think this is a huge accomplishment. I would have expected this to cost way more, but surprisingly it wasn't. Actually, it was a lot, but it would have expected more. I've said this a million times before, but I can't express enough how this was literally a childhood dream of mine, so it's just amazing having all of these characters with me. For anyone wondering how I display them, I have them here as the junior characters. This is like the Mario, like Jeffy characters, and then right below them I have like the side characters that aren't like too important, but yeah. And then at the top of the shelf is the puppets. Yeah, so that's it. I think that's the end of the collection for now. I don't think I'm going to be collecting anymore anytime soon. I know some of you guys didn't kill me because I didn't get characters like Mama Luigi, Jackie Chu, maybe part 3. I don't really know yet, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the video. Bye. Hey, wait! You guys better not forget to subscribe, or else.